Hey, thank you guys for joining my channel, man. This is Out Here Trucking, and we out here, man. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hey, I want to talk to you guys real quick about a rumor that I heard when I first got into the trucking industry, and I'm pretty sure you guys are still hearing it now, especially all you student drivers or people that's considering coming to the industry. And that's, is there a driver shortage? I'm pretty sure you guys heard that a lot. Whether you're reading article or just scrolling on YouTube, there's people with all kinds of videos. Driver shortage, driver shortage, driver shortage. And, in X amount of years, they're going to be, 80,000 drivers short, or blah, 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 blah. Listen, all that right there, it's not a myth. It's a flat out lie. There is no driver shortage, all right? Now, I will tell you that there's something to that. There is no driver shortage. I was reading an article, this week in Time Magazine. And according to the statistics in the United States, in terms of Class A and Class B drivers, there's roughly around 10 million drivers in the U.S. right now, okay? With an active, valid commercial driver's license, whether it's A or B. So it's not a shortage of drivers, okay? We got 10 million people who actually have an actual license that can drive and operate these trucks. The thing is driver retention, okay? In other words, and also in that magazine for companies that, let's say these are big time companies that make in excess of $30 million or more in terms of their gross revenue. Those companies, their driver retention rate is about 90%. So what that means is, let's say it's you and 9 other guys. It's 10 of y'all in orientation. Within a year of that time, only one of you drivers is going to still be with that company. So, they're cycling drivers. One driver out of every 10 drivers. One driver is staying out of every 10 drivers. So that's the main issue, is the driver retention. Now, why you got to talk about why is companies constantly turning guys over? It's flat out, guys. Being a trucker is a thankless job, man. It's a thankless job, and that's unless you have somebody that's in your family and knows what you do. For the most part, and you see it every day. All of you other drivers, I know you guys see the exact same thing I see. When you're out here on the road, people don't respect you. They cutting you off. They don't want to let you get in, be able to merge lanes, or if you got to make this turn, or you're backing out or something like that. Like that happened to me today. I was on at a customer, and I actually had to back out of the customer because I couldn't exit out the main exit door because there was 2 trailers that was in there blocking me. So I had to back out on the main street. As I'm backing out, the lane is getting smaller and smaller. There's people still flying, trying to squeeze past that little space. And I'm like, yo, guys, you can't wait, 5 seconds just for me to back up. Is just so being, that's just I guess that's just one thing that comes with our industry. Being a trucker is a thankless job, man. So these companies just got to figure out a way to keep a driver to stay. In other words, like, I don't know. You constantly seeing companies offering sign-on bonuses. $2,000 here, $5,000 sign-on bonus. They try to give you, they all promise a great home time and this, that, and the third. But, it's the days of guys, getting into the trucking industry and stand for the long term, man. Those days are slowly becoming almost extinct. It's hard. Guys are out on the road 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time, coming home for a day and a half or 2 days at best, and then you gotta turn around and go back out on the road for another 3 weeks. People missing their families, people missing days of the critical years in their children's lives. Again, it is an honest day's work. And what we do, I mean, a lot of people are not cut out to be drivers because of the sacrifices that we have to make, you know, especially from being away from our family a lot. And then, you know, every company wants to skim as much pay as they can, you know, from the drivers. You know, I guess the average salary for a trucker, I would say roughly easily like 50, maybe about 50,000, if that. You know what I mean? Now, of course, you got a lot of guys that, you know, that's making 80, that's making 90, even 100, depending on what they're hauling, you know, and how long they've been driving. And then you got guys that's coming, you know, freshly into the industry, you know, probably on the low end, like 30 or whatever. So I would easily say the average is probably around, you know, 50K or whatever. But yeah, man, it's just, this industry is rough. So that, you know, that's why I really just wanted to talk about, man, is if I can, I'm gonna try to leave the link for that article that I read in Time Magazine, and also the one I read in CNBC as well. But yeah, man, there's no driver shortage. It's driver retention. It's what can companies do to keep a driver, you know, in it for the long haul, instead of just, you know, coming. Most people, they hop from job to job to job to job, you know, thinking that one company is going to be better than the next. And I mean, you guys, that's another thing for you new guys coming into the industry. You really got to figure out what exactly you want to do for the long term. If you're going to be a driver for pretty much the remaining of your career, you got to find your niche. Now, it is common to come into the industry and, you know, job hop several times because you're just trying to find the right thing. But realistically, man, it really is. It's not much bigger of a difference between each of these companies. Okay, you know, I mean, there is very little difference. Especially if you're hopping from job to job for the money. I mean, unless it's a significant jump, you know, there really is no difference between each of these companies. But you're gonna have to just find your niche, find what works for you, and you know, man, go from there, man. So yeah, man, that's just one thing I wanted to holler at you guys about. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm just waiting for them to come out here and finish get me unloaded, and then I'll be done for the day. But yeah, man, appreciate you guys for joining my channel. It's Out Here Trucking, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.